Is that you? Do you want to achieve it? Do you have the zeal to get there? Do you want to become the best? Then what do you need to do? Hey, what's up everybody? I hope you're doing good. Welcome you again to this channel. It's such a great honor to have you. Just to have a recap, last week we talked about some very interesting things and some few things that we actually got to have. The three things that a leader just needs to start, the foundations of what basically a leader needs. And the first one we talked about was having a different acumen, a different way you think, a different mind shift. And then number two was OQP. I'm guessing some of you found that interesting. Only quality people. I actually got that from Les Brown. It ain't my own. And then the third thing was actually learning to work on your communication. Sorry about that. Learning to work on your communication. And these were things that, every leader needs to work on. Every leader needs to sit down and say, okay, fine. How then do I change the way I think, the way I perceive differently from what the world or the troubles of this world try to tell us? Because remember, greater is he who lives in you than who lives in the world. Imagine that. And then number two is having the quality people. People are going to be additions in your life and not subtractors, multipliers in your life. And then the other thing is, how do you communicate? How do I talk to my people? How do I engage people? And then looking at all these things, they're amazing. And these are the foundations that we get to have. And then now we're actually going to look into some more things that we're going to have. So these are qualities of a leader. And these are things that every leader desires to actually work on or even have or even decide to even, have a little time to sit down and say, can I compose myself to be someone of either A, B, C, D? So today we're going to start with one, which is character. And then to define character for me, it's basically saying character means the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. So the mental and moral qualities distinct to an individual. So who are you when no one's actually watching? What defines you basically? Like the way you carry yourself, the way you attribute to things, the way you react, all these things. What totally defines you amidst or besides all these things that you get to have? Is it about the leadership positions you get to have? Is it about the accolades that you have? Or is it about the places that you've been to? But your character, what defines you? And so we're going to actually just look at four things. And then one, character is more than talk. Basically what you're trying to say is character determines who you are, and who you are determines what you see. And then what you see determines what you do. Now, just understand that. I'll repeat that. Your character determines who you are determines what you see, and what you see determines what you do. So imagine just, it's not just about the chit chat. It's not about just me coming here and talking to you guys. It's about who am I behind this camera? Like aside from it, who am I? Can people actually be able to testify to say that truly the person that I am presenting this to you is the same person that I am outside the camera? That people can actually say that, yes, truly we know this person, he has a great character, is because it actually defines me. It's not about the lessons. It's not about the head knowledge that I have. It's about the things that I get to attribute in my own life. Number two, talent is a gift, but character is a choice. I could have the gift of speaking. I could have the gift of leading others. I could have the gift of, driving, all these things, all these other skills that you get to learn in school, marketing and sales, all these things you get to have, but character is a choice. Who you become. Can someone trust you? Can someone look at you and say, yeah, if I give you something, you're actually going to be true to it. You're going to be, you're modest to do it. You have a moral ethic within you that you're actually going to be able to comply and do it in a manner that is truthful and not something that you're going to look at in a shady way. Is that you? Then character brings lasting success with people. Imagine this. Someone once said, talent can get you to the door, but your character will keep you inside. Who you are will always make you stay at a certain position or even elevate you to places where you've never expected. You can have all the skills, you can have all the talents, you can have all the ideas, but if you're not a person of a character, not everyone is actually going to be able to like you or follow you. That's how it happens. The thing is, your character is what gives you a pathway to get to so many places. Your skill can drive you there, but your character will always open for you many doors. Then the last thing is, leaders cannot rise above the limitations of their character. It's always a hindrance to some of us. As much as you expect to do greater things, as much as you want to, propel higher, and you want to be able to speak to many people, if your character is is problematic, you will not be able to lift higher. You will not be able to rise higher, because remember, your character will always define who you are, and people always see the attributes that you have and will actually help you elevate. The people elevate. One man alone cannot be able to elevate, but with many people you can actually be able to rise together. But if your character is questionable, then a lot of people actually question whether truly they want to work with you or not. So something that we got to actually learn is that, one, character is not about just a mere talk. You don't have to just, talking too much is not going to define who you're going to become. Then your talents are not going to also define who you are. Then the other thing is, character is about creating and brings lasting people. So if you want to have a lot of people around you, you got to be able to have a character. I want to leave you guys with a quote that says, this is by Bernard Montgomery. He says, "Leadership is the capacity and the will to rally men and women to a common purpose, and the character which inspires confidence." I will say that again. Leadership is a capacity and a will to rally men and women to a common purpose, and the character which inspires confidence. All right, guys, that's it for today. Let's come back again next week, and I'll be having another, basically, quality of another leader. Thank you very much.
The time is now for you to become an exceptional leader, an exemplary person. And this can be done with 1, joining us for how to be a real success. 2, putting your dreams to the test. 3, becoming a person of influence. 4, leadership gold. 5, leadership development. 6, and most important, self-actualization and development of who you are. If this is you, email us on this email or contact us on this number, but as well, do register with us on this link and we'll reach out to you.